So, Coach, we saw Angel obviously taking part in the warm-up. The back issue, was that something that acted up on her during the pregame, or what was the situation that happened with the back?
Yeah, she reported it to us during pregame, and so, in conjunction with the medical staff, Angel and the medical staff, it was we wanted to be as cautious as possible, so that was the decision.
Is that something that you guys are worried about, particularly lingering on with her, just because there's only a few games left in the season?
Yeah, I think we got to gauge it day by day. Obviously, with 2 games remaining, Angel wants to be out there, so we'll continue to work with her and our medical team to see what the best method of approach is moving forward.
15 boards from Camilla. It's just like, does she just pay a lot more attention to rebounding than maybe? But she's always been a great rebounder, but I just feel like there's just this more focus on it from her.
Yeah, I think the pursuit has helped. So she's not waiting for rebounds to come to her. She's seeking them out, and so I think that's been beneficial for her from a rebounding standpoint. It would have been nice to give her a few more looks, shot attempt wise, but she became more of a facilitator in that second half. Turnovers were an issue for us again today, but I think that was more so in the first half. I thought the second half we did a really good job of taking care of the ball, and so we just got to sustain that for 40 minutes.
You just spoke on the turnovers. I asked the players about just what they thought was kind of the culprit behind the turnovers, and they mentioned, maybe different players playing at different paces. Would you agree with that assessment, or do you see that there's other things that may be adding to that?
Yeah, I think that throughout this season, it's been more so the pressure that's been applied by opposing defenses. I think tonight it was less about the pressure and more about we looked a little hesitant today. We looked at times I thought a couple of us were rushed, and at times I thought a couple of us could have played a little bit more urgent. And so I think we had a better balance of that in the second half, but early in that first half, it just we were a little bit out of rhythm and out of sync.
Do you think with Ariel being out and then Angel being out, that kind of throws people kind of off of sync or out of rhythm?
Sure. I think that it feels like that's kind of been the tale of this year, is when we feel like we've had a rhythm and somewhat consistency in chemistry. There's been another change to the lineup, and so that's something that to some degree every team deals with, and so we're not going to feel sorry for ourselves. But yeah, it certainly has an effect. It's one reason why we wanted to get Sev in the starting lineup today, and add another ball handler out there, get Rachel off the ball a little bit more. And so I thought Sev did a decent job tonight. But yeah, to answer your question, I think it did impact a little bit.
I asked Michaela.
No, you go.
I asked Michaela just about the aggressiveness, and when we talked to Angel pregame, she even talked about how she's been encouraging Michaela to continue to be aggressive. We've been seeing her kind of be on a tear these last 3 or 4 games where she's really, really aggressive. And when I asked her where does she think that came from, it's just having this newfound kind of confidence. What do you think is a big part of that confidence that she's kind of displaying on the court right now?
I think up until today, she's been playing the majority of her minutes at the 3. I think earlier in the season we kind of experimented with her at the 3 and the 4, and we found that she's just a lot more comfortable at that 3. And so even when it comes with limiting her minutes a little bit more, I think it puts her in more of a position that she feels comfortable at, and I think that she's felt a rhythm over the last few weeks of the season to where she can really settle in and produce the way that she's been able to. Tonight we played her at the 4 a little bit in that second half just to kind of see what it would look like spreading their defense out. But all in all, I think Michaela's done a really good job of being aggressive and active on both ends of the floor.
You guys out of the half kind of started to get back into the game a little bit. What did you see there in that small stretch that was encouraging to you? I know the Aces called a timeout pretty quick there, but what did you see?
Yeah, I think it was again we came out very hesitant, and so I think that that was the messaging at halftime of look, we were down double digits the first time we played this team in Chicago, and we were able to come back and take the lead at home, and so I didn't want them to get discouraged by being down. I think it was 13 at the half, and understanding where we were falling short and what corrections we could make, and I thought we came out with the right level of focus and energy in that second half. And even when Vegas started to go on a run, we were able to kind of bounce back from it. And so I was very proud of the effort in that second half.
There was a play where Jackie hit a big shot, and I think she kind of looked in your direction. Does she actively trash talk you during the game?
Yes, all the time. But that's the relationship that we got. I mean, it's something that was prevalent in practice, workouts, what have you. So, but no, she had another great game today, and you know she's been unbelievable this season. I thought that Michaela did a good job of getting into her body and protecting her. Sometimes, you know, great players make great plays at times, and so. But yeah, that's Jack.
Camilla, one of the things with her game that I've seen her kind of take that next step in is her putting the ball on the deck and driving and being aggressive. And we saw that move that she made, scoring over Asia. Just is that something that Courtney and the staff, obviously yourself, have been working with her, just kind of instilling a little bit more of that aggressiveness?
Yes, we want her to. I thought she did a really good job in that first half of attacking space, and that's kind of been a big part of our communication too with her, is being able to feel confident in those areas. If you're not going to take that mid-range shot, then you gotta absorb the space. You gotta create some sort of advantage getting downhill, and I think that it serves to her advantage because she's such a great passer. And so the more that she can be aggressive getting it downhill and getting into the paint, drawing defenses, the more she'll be able to read on whether or not she's got the advantage at scoring or being able to facilitate. So that's definitely been a point of emphasis, and she's done a great job of adding that element to her game.